नाम याद रखना भैया, मोहम्मद अजहरुद्दीन. चंगाई पोलियन. Hello guys, what a beautiful day it is. And yes, happy Pongal, happy Makara Sankranti. It's Makara Vilak in Kerala. Alright then, so yesterday night we witnessed a beautiful match. Like the traditional powerhouse Mumbai was taking on Kerala. And Kerala has not been bad of late. Or in the last few years, Kerala has come out with some really good performances. And also remember, yesterday even the commentators were mentioning that Kerala is traditionally a place where football is crazy. It still is. Because when you are actually traveling, we can see lot of them playing football in the turfs. But yes, cricket has always been there in our hearts. But of late, we are producing a few cricketers who are actually good quality. Now let's talk about Mohammed Azharuddeen. I mean, the innings that he played yesterday, 100 of 37 balls and a 54 ball 137 not out is crazy. Make no mistake about that. That scoreline, I mean, he made 137 and he was not out against a Mumbai side. It's just not any side, it's against Mumbai. But yes, Mumbai has always been top heavy, and this batting lineup of Mumbai is also not bad at all. Their top 5 is to die for. Aditya Tare, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Surya Kumar Yadav, Siddesh Lal and Sarfaraz Khan. I mean, dream team, man. But the Mumbai team is actually a little weak when it comes to their bowling. And I think the next match when Kerala plays, they'll be taking on a Delhi side, which is a little more balanced with their bowling. Alright then, now 11 sixers and 9 boundaries came in the innings of Mohammed Azharuddeen, and he played some beautiful, exquisite shots. Even at the beginning, when I saw that he was hitting one over the mid-off, long-off boundary, which was like he was mustering all the power in that shot. But the next shot was when he actually knocked the ball, slightly pushed the ball through the covers. So this guy has touch and this guy has power. He is not a huge muscular boy. Remember Mohammed Azharuddeen, the original, the legend Mohammed Azharuddeen. When he came into the Indian scenario, he was like the skinny lad, but with lot of fitness, lot of touch and class. We can't compare with the legend, the wrist work and all those things. But this Mohammed Azharuddeen from Kerala is a solid player. He was not part of any IPL team, but I will be surprised. I'm kind of sure that somebody will back him coming this February when the auctions are going to take place, because that one knock against a strong Mumbai side is good enough for all the eyeballs, all the recruiters from the IPL teams to actually take notice. And what a knock, man. He played some proper shots. He was just not slogging through that 54 ball 137. He played some real proper cricketing shots. Good to see that. Even we say that about Sanju Samson. He plays proper shots and he has power. Add Mohammed Azharuddeen to the list. And let me tell you, Vishnu Vinod is no different. And all these three, like I said in the last video, they are wicket keepers. And remember, Robin Uthappa also keeps wickets. So that's the thing I was talking about. Right now, the players need to be multi-dimensional. At least, they expect the batsman to at least throw in a few overs. Or, if you keep wickets, that's an extra added bonus. But what if your team has already 3 to 4 wicket keepers? Maybe, which is not a bad problem to have, but which is good. I mean, they have to stand as a proper batsman, a match-winning batsman on its own, and the keeping wickets should be coming as a bonus, and that's the way it has to be. And like I said, there are more talented players in this lineup. Now, let's talk about the bowling unit. KM Asif is not a player who is the usual pace bowler build, but he is actually good. I was very impressed by the way he was bowling, because he has pace, but he does not deliver that pace in every delivery. But when he bowls and puts in an effort ball, which was nice. At times he gets that good bounce and the pace. The last over that he bowled when he was bowling at the stumps, where he uprooted the stumps a few times, the wickets. It was nice to see that, the intensity that he brings into his bowling. And his thing is, his main USP is he controls and varies his pace and the length, which is good. The more experience he gets, I think he will be a very good asset. KM Asif is a pretty good bowler. And all these pacers coming from Kerala, they have a good rhythm. Their bowling action is actually good on your eyes. And similarly, I was reminded also of the Rajasthan team who also has a very good pace attack. At times, some of the pitches in this Ranji Trophy were too sticky, where the batsmen find it very difficult to score and even time the ball. But yesterday was a belter. Both teams scoring plenty of runs. All of them played really well. And yes, good contest. And Mohammed Azharuddeen just made it special. It's the second fastest 100 in this tournament's history. The fastest being coming from Rishabh Pant. That too, he took 5 balls lesser. Just imagine. That was some knock. I remember that. Alright then, so let's also talk about Srishant. Yes, the pace is missing. The Srishant that we know, the pace is missing. But remember, this guy was not playing competitive cricket for more than 7 years. But slowly, I think when his proper rhythm is back and match fitness is back, I think the pace will go up a few yards. And there were a few balls, especially the 5th ball of his first over. I remember the pace was up and the same position, the movement. He just completely bamboozled Yashasvi Jaiswal, who later, to his credit, took out Srishant. He just tore Srishant away. I mean, all those international experience and all. Yashasvi Jaiswal, when he hits it, it stays long because this guy's reach is long. So when he swings the bat, the power that it generates also will be huge. He is an interesting player. Yashasvi Jaiswal is a very interesting player. Good pick actually. Youngster with a few years under his belt, he is gonna be massive. Make no mistake about that. I think with the news of maybe Steven Smith being dropped from the IPL team, I think maybe Yashasvi Jaiswal will get more games in this coming IPL 2021. Let's hope so. But yesterday belonged to Mohammed Azharuddeen. The way he played, the strokes that came off his blade was just magic. Just not the power, but the finesse as well. Fantastic. And remember, Kerala has more batsmen capable to do the same thing. Especially the names that I was taking in. Sachin Baby is a good player. Sanju Samson, we know what he's capable of. Vishnu, we know, look out for him. He is also a good prospect. And Mumbai needs to do something magical to actually make a comeback and reach the next rounds. I think they will have comparatively easier ties in the coming matches, but in T20 format, you cannot take anything for granted. But I think the form that Surya Kumar Yadav and company was showing, at least with their batting, they will bounce back. It's good to see that the domestic cricket is getting its due. People are watching it on television and also on online and talking about that. Good for the Indian cricketers, and especially with the IPL auctions just round the corner. This is gonna be a crazy year. I think where we'll get and we'll discover and uncover a lot of gems like Mohammed Azharuddeen. Cheers.